Well, with the upcoming ice fishing season just around the corner, I thought I'd do a little product show of our new tent for this year. It's a little one-man. It's the Clam Kenai Pro Thermal. A few specs about this tent. It's 600 denier fabric. It has 11 square feet of fishable area on the floor, and it weighs 48 pounds. So it's a pretty light sled. I mean, you can lift it just by yourself. I've done it before. You could lift it onto your roof of your car. But other than that, let's get into it, and I'll show you kind of some of the things that's been done to it and some of the things that will maybe help you, make some modifications to your own house. Well, as you can see, I'm in the tent. I'm a fairly big dude, so you can kind of see there's plenty of room for me to, move my arms around. I'm not cramped in here. Plenty of up head room for hook sets. And some of the things we've done to this, there's some strip lighting on the top, which is wired down to a battery underneath. I'll show you that in a minute. On the front roof of the sled, there's this nice little mesh area for throwing your gloves, or it would be a little bit big. A coat would be a little bit big for it, but you could throw a coat in there. In addition to that, it also has some very nice pockets on your left and your right to throw, your gloves or what have you in there. You can see that one right there. The windows, it has one on each side. Insulated covers. They're a little bit yellow. I think I need to clean those, but it has, front, back, both sides. So it's great in that area. And it also has a couple of air vents on each side if you want to open it up, get some airflow. Alright, here's the view looking in. So on your left you can see I have my Humminbird Helix 7 mounted on a ram mount. That works amazing having that mounted there. Above that I have my heater mounted on a little bracket there. That works great. And then I have the Clam padded seat cover, which I think is a must-have. It adds so much cushioning and it feels so nice to sit on. Doesn't really take up much more space, and for insulation to keep you warm, it is amazing. And then on the right, I have a rod holder for a dead stick, and then I kept that little hammock. It's great for just leaving your rods there, and you don't have to bring a rod box or anything. It's amazing. Alright, so right here I have my little wall of USB stuff. So right here, this is the master switch, so this will kill the lights and all the power in the sled, so that's the master switch. You got your voltmeter here. And that'll tell you how much voltage is in the battery. It's really low right now. I should really charge this battery. And you can tell how much just by knowing how much voltage a charged battery. It'll tell you if your battery's getting low. And then right here, I've got two USB plugs. Great for charging your cell phone or your cameras or what have you. And then right here, just a standard cigarette outlet. You could put another USB stick or whatever else you need in there. And then right here, there are two switches right up there. The first one controls the lights on the outside of the sled. I'll show you those in a second. And then this one controls the lights inside the sled. So you don't have to shut off all of your stuff to kill the lights in the sled. You can leave these on and still have the lights in the sled going. It's all fuse protected, all nicely wired up. It's great. Here's the light I talked about on the sled. It's great for having light shining on your hole when you're fishing, or if you just have it flop down, you're just using the seat. It's great to have light, if you're fishing in the dark. Alright, here's how the inside of the sled works. There's these two bars, which the seat slides back and forth on. All the way to the back, slides nicely. Underneath I would normally have more, but I have a milk crate, store stuff in. The main complaint with this sled is you cannot fit a 5-gallon bucket, and I tried several times. There's nowhere in the sled you can fit a 5-gallon bucket. However, you can fit a 4 or 3-gallon bucket underneath these bars. So if you want to use a 5-gallon bucket, I don't like using buckets because there's a lot of wasted space around them. I prefer using milk crates, so it wasn't a deal breaker for me. Next, got a little Mr. Heater mounted on a wooden bracket with some screws to help it stay on so it doesn't bounce around or anything. It's sitting nice right there. I do not leave it in the sled. I think that's really dangerous, so I take it out and put it on the ground. On the bottom, you can see I have this mat. It's a 3M product. It's a rug / mat. It's thick, so it'll insulate the bottom of the sled so it won't get super cold or anything. Right down here, I have this little Rubbermaid glove box organizer, which I don't have anything in right now, but would have tackle and pliers and whatnot. Super handy just to reach down and grab. And then, as you can see, you got that hammock for storing rods. And then down here, right back there, I have the battery mounted in a little Tupperware container. It's great, won't rattle around, won't fall out, works awesome. And finally, as you can see, I put in, it's the spreader bar, which you don't really need to use much, but on a windy day it would be nice. And it just stores super easily right there, right on the other bar. You don't have to worry about rattling around in the bottom. But I don't think it's really necessary for the majority of fishing you need to do. The thing is, it does, when you put it up, fold back into a windbreak, which I'll show you here in a second. And there you go. This is how it folds up, nice and roomy. Canvas isn't really in your way, so it's great for, you got some wind in the back, but it's a nice day, doing some fishing. I would say the main reason I wanted to get this sled was to have a one-man option for those little bit colder days when you need a tent and you can't just go hole hopping all day. But that was easy to deal with one person, and you could just forget everything, just leave it in the sled and just go. And that's what's nice. I mean, it literally just, boom, flops over like nothing. It is the nicest way. There's no extending poles. It leaves out that, oh, do I want to bring the tent? And that's what I like about it, and that's the reason I got it, and I haven't been disappointed so far. We'll see how it works on the ice this winter, which will be, I'm going to try to do more videos this year on the ice, so stay tuned for those. But other than that, that was our review of the Clam Kenai Pro Thermal. So I hope you like it, and if you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments and give this video a like, and that's about it.